Ooh. Good morning from Little Creek Bee Ranch, Northeast Oklahoma. Hope you're doing good. Back to filming again. It's been a minute, filming and teaching. Okay, let's get into it here. Date and time, June 26th, 2025. Time is 8:30 a.m. early. It's already heating up. Weather's changed, so here's a weather rundown. It's been hot and dry the past 10 days. Swarming has slowed way down. I hadn't seen a swarm in several weeks. I'm looking around. And let's see, today's supposed to be about 90. Heat setting in. And then we have a chance of rain. What is said Thursday. Tomorrow for the next 7 days. Which is okay. We just don't want toad stranglers back to back. And this morning's chore, we're going to harvest some pollen in that hive and some others. There's some others out here that we're going to harvest pollen on and talk to you and share and kind of teach and do our deal. Right? Let's start with this one. So I never know if it's a older beekeeper, younger beekeeper, newer beekeeper, so I'm going to keep it real elementary. This might be boring to some, but yeah, you always pick up a golden nugget here or there. A blind hog, I find an acorn every now and then. So I see the bees coming and going, morning time. I like morning time work. Fairly quiet in the apiary, but we're grabbing pollen. That's what we're doing here. I don't really put on my veil. I put on my jacket. We got to do some other work to the colony next door over here. Plug a hole. They might not like that because they're using their hole. They're cheaters, and we don't want them cheating in a certain area. We're taking pollen away from them, so we want to strip pollen. Get this out of the way. Okay, so these are the pollen traps on the bottom. Let's see what we got. Not bad. A Sundance bottom-mounted pollen trap. Yeah, get in there close. And you'll have ants and roaches. I will typically brush the bottom. And we're going to chase out the ants and roaches with sunlight on the trays here in a little bit. Lots of ants. Don't fret. Pretty colors. See how close I can get. Ooh, really close. Oop, gotta go. Got ants. Got ants on it. So I'm gonna dump it in the tub. Sorry, quickie. Dump it in the tub. And brush off the residual. There'll be a lot of ants on that one. Get the ants off of you. Use the brush to kind of punch through the screen of the backside. It sticks. It's got a little bit of honey mixed in it. The bees will groom themselves. They'll lick their legs and groom themselves, and they'll have a little bit of sticky honey. Causes the pollen to kind of stick down. I like pollen harvesting. It's easy. It's profitable. Just a few tricks and tips to make it easier for yourself. Don't be don't be surprised at all the secondary creatures you see, like roaches and ants and It's a natural product. Go get them all chased out. And of course, Mr. Rooster does show up. Camera hound. And that goes back in. Pretty simple. And we'll stay on top of it. Sometimes harvesting is like every other day. But here lately, it's not been. Like once a week, once 10 days, something like that. once every 10 days. I also like to use my Windex, get my paper towel, and you see on top here we have what we call solar vents. This is the pedestal, this is the solar panel, and then inside the box, let's see if you can do it this way. There it is. Yep. Inside this box is a case fan and a thermal snap switch, and it draws air up through the bottom board, screen bottom board, and out the front. Now, why is that a deal? Because you have, now follow me here. Get this cleaned off. It'll run better if I clean it. You have lots of bugs, smart bugs, bringing in basically water. And they're going to fan that water. They're going to work that water out of there. But there's a lot of moisture inside the hive. Now, imagine, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. A lot of moisture. What happens if you have a solid bottom board, a solid inner cover, and not much ventilation, and all that moisture? And heat, add the heat in there. Then what happens? Think it through. Think it through. You think maybe there might be some bacteria growth, some virus growth, some mite growth? Do you think maybe that varroa mites really love the moisture? Thrive on the moisture. You think maybe European foul brood, American foul brood spores really kick off when you get lots of moisture and heat added in there? You think maybe? God. Yeah. Just saying. Man, what do I know? I'm a country kid. just thinking. I have a point here. I'm getting warmed up. If any of you know me, I'm fixing to get on my soapbox, so wait for it. Wait for it. Harvested pollen. I'm gonna go over yonder and clean the solar panel. Do this. That's not high tech. Cleaning a solar panel. Okay, so recently, the past week, I just set it right there. You don't need to see me do that. This past 10 days, watched a video of a lady who's knowledgeable in beekeeping. Her presentation was cool. I was okay with that. And she's given detailed reports about the national condition of the bees. A lot of stats, a lot of details. Lots of varroa problems. Varroa mites are becoming resistant to traditional pesticide treatments, etc., etc., etc. Which doesn't surprise me. And lamenting the varroa problem, and it is a major cost in beekeeping. True, all that's true. All that's true. Talking about various products, I don't want to mention them here. Traditional products, not working. Oh, the mites are building a resistance. Okay, well, what was never mentioned was ventilation strategies and the importance of that. Why? And nothing was ever said about the use of essential oils. It's just not traditional. She don't have any empirical scientific evidence. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Another pollen trap. Nice. Hey, this little colony's doing it. Let's bring my bucket. So my point. All traditional answers. Okay, but what I don't get is we don't give any credence to these bees bringing in lots of moisture and running traditional solid tops and bottoms and the heat, and then wondering, I just don't understand what's happening to my bees. I mean, I try to take care of them, and that's just, I got mites and just everything. It's like, holy, maybe the beekeeper's causing that problem. You ever think that through? Maybe. I'm sorry. You can have the most famous beekeeper do the most famous studies and fancy Excel charts and graphs and okay, wonderful, great. Tell me, what do you know about bees? Oh, boy, that's enough to make people mad. Well, tell me, what do you know about bees? If we're so sharp about bees, how come we don't acknowledge the heat and the moisture problem inside? Oh, yeah, we do. Well, then what are we doing about it? Well, there we are. We're just like a stump. We're there, but we don't know what to do. Well, we don't know what that is. Okay, hang tough with me. So this lady was speaking on the problem nationally, and I understand now from her presentation that Australia's been known for being mite free. Oops, sorry. Australia's been known for being mite free. Yeah, not now. Huh. I understand now that Australia has mites. That's not good. Oh, come on, cheaters. Those cheaters. Oh. Oh my gosh. More pollen. Let's go put it in the wagon. Okay, so my point. For years, I've run solar vents on top and screen bottom boards. That's like been standard mantra for us because I acknowledge the need for ventilation and the heat and the moisture, and it's not a good thing. Okay, so some of you heard this story before. I always laugh. I'm sorry. I always laugh at the question. I get these texts and questions. Do you have any empirical scientific evidence to prove this? I'm sorry. I just think. I know people are trying. They're maybe you take one or two of your colonies and just run a simple test. I mean, that's as efficient as you're going to get. Just want to do a simple essential oil. Do a greased mite tray, corrugated plastic board, clean it, napkin, Crisco grease, thin film, slide it in early of a morning like now, and wait 3 days. Put on essential oil treatment. There's most different ones. Wait 3 days. Evening time, pull it out. Be honest. Gotta be honest with yourself and count all the mites and divide by 3. You could do that. It's called a free fall test. You could do a free fall test before the essential oils. Right? Don't put anything on. Put the mite tray in, greased, 3 days. Pull it, count, divide by 3. That's your free fall mite count each day. Divide by 3. Now clean the board off. Write these notes down. Clean the board off really good. Re-grease it. Put your essential oil treatment on. In we go. 3 days. Pull that tray and count. Be honest. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Maybe, you know what? Maybe the beekeeper's making this too dang hard. Wonder. The beekeeper making this too hard? Yes. Oh, look at that. Nothing there. Good deal. Yeah, because how come? All right. Now watch. I'll show you here. Not much here. That's because we've left them a hole in the entrance to go in and out, and they're not stripping pollen. On purpose. I've let them build up. I'll take a little bit of pollen here that's here. We'll take that. And tap that off. Yeah, okay, now. Now we'll clean out the screen. Uh-oh. Girl's checking me out. Usually they'll leave me alone. I really don't even have to wear my jacket. Except for this one chore I'm getting ready to do. I don't care to get stung. It's just kind of annoying. I get kind of passionate about the simple stuff that we miss as beekeepers. If you want to know about the solar ventilators more, you want to learn more, go to becoolventilators.com. What? Oh, I said it on the. There it is. Be Cool Ventilator. BEE. Becoolventilators.com, and start reading. I don't get paid by this company to promote them. I agree with their strategies, and I agree with their stats on the page. I agree with the stats that they put up. BeCoolVentilators.com. I think the unit, it comes to, I have to paint it, but it comes as an assembled unit. I think 165 or something like that. Pay for itself the first year. Not a problem. Wait. Simple, 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 simple. All of my teaching, all the classes, all the beekeepers and the text and the phone calls, it seems to be very difficult to get experienced beekeepers to admit there's lots of heat, there's lots of moisture, and you're closing up your hive, and you're not ventilating enough, and you're causing it. Oh, they don't like that. And until, she's saying good morning now. Until you get over that pride issue as an individual beekeeper and as an industry, God, yeah, this is going to be an issue. It's whatever. People. I've had some members and students and people in the past ask me, out of everything that you teach, what's the most controversial? But that's easy. Essential oils. It's insane. I don't know what people's deal is. I won't use anything else on my hives. I want that out. I don't want that out. As I've seen the benefits, you just have to be honest with yourself. That's what people are unwilling to do. They don't want to. I'm as contrary as they come. People don't want to be contrary. You mean I got to run against the flow? Yes. Good morning. Good morning. You're checking me out. Good morning. Good morning. You don't want to be contrary. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can do this successfully. It's a matter of the tape sticking over the hole. Well, I guess I should probably set you in the front, huh? It's okay. So let me back up again. Look, it's not just mites. Okay, not just mites. Yeah, it's the issue of we have this big tall stack of boxes, and these bees are bringing back nectar again, which is basically water. And then we don't acknowledge that, hey, you know what, that moisture is going to build up, and then the bees are going to put the heat on it. Watch out, girls. Oh yeah, like that. Now they don't like that, and we refuse to acknowledge that. Here come the field bees coming back. I'm going to get all piled up. Get out of our way. Get out of our way. I know. And I just think that sometimes we can't see the forest for the trees, so to speak. And then people, they want empirical scientific evidence. Thinking, oh my God, this is so common sense. I mean, you can run all the studies you want. All right, so let me put it to you this way. Here, watch this. This is a true story. I'm gonna tell you a true story. We were stationed in active duty Air Force RAF Upper Hayford, England. England is damp and wet. Ooh boy, you got mold growing up your walls of your house. You have to take care of that stuff. And in-laws came to see us, which is cool. They stayed like 3 weeks or long time travel. Got to see some cool stuff. Well, back home, here in Inola, it was hot, and then we had tons and tons of rain. A week of heavy rain, and the heat came on after that. And my mother-in-law um, didn't open any windows, no fans going. Set the air conditioner really high, like 78, something like that. And when they came back after a month, it's funny now, not funny then. And they opened the house. There was mold growing on the walls, on the sofa, on the chairs. Oh, there was carpets of mold. Like, what the heck? Oh, it was a major deal, man. Felt sorry for him. What happened there? Think it through. You don't have to run a bunch of freaking tests. Think it through. Heat, moisture, spores in the air. That's like an incubation building. Like just the combination of heat, moisture, and all that just turned it on. What do you think we're doing in the beehives? Heat, moisture, and we're not ventilating. We're not acknowledging this. A traditional inner cover's got to go on. It's got to be solid bottom boards. And we wonder why we lose lots of colonies. Here's an idea. How about we don't give the mites such an environment to thrive on? How about that? Ooh, that sounds like an idea. See the bees? Where do we get in now? I don't know where to go. It's all right. I know, sweetheart. Beekeeper needs to weed eat. Oh, they're not so happy with me. I know. Are you thinking? Well, think about it. Here's a test for you. Go on vacation in the springtime for 2 or 3 weeks. Close up the house. No fan, no open window. Put the air conditioner on 78. Come back. See what you got. Maybe nothing. Or maybe you might be getting a bunch of bottles of vinegar and some towels and cleaning up a whole lot of mold. What do I know? I'm just a country kid. I'm not trying to make fun of people. I guess what is so baffling to me is we're doing all these scientific studies. I don't know. It's important. Don't get me wrong. It's important. Okay, next row. It's important. But we fail to acknowledge the basic chemistry of this. Maybe the problem wouldn't be so bad if we acknowledged some key factors. Mites thrive on moisture. How can you tell me no? Mites thrive on moisture. Take the moisture away. At least reduce it a whole lot. Get some of this ragweed out of here. Me and ragweed don't get along. Oh, you know. Maybe we learn how to shift a little bit more. Stop using these solid inner covers in spring and winter, or spring and summer. Girls. Stop it, I said. Well, what do we have up here? Right here. Surely you can see that. Golden nuggets abound. Yeah, that's pretty good. Honey box. 1.5 inch screened spacer. Screen side is down. It's called hardware cloth. 1/8 inch squares to keep the bees off the bottom screen of the case fan. They'll propolize it. We don't want them. It's running right now. Let's clean the fan. See if I can. Oh yeah, that's all right. I'll take you up. This is Melody's hive. They're plumb chock full of honey. That one swarmed. They may be up here. We'll see. Better ventilation. Less varroa. You'll have varroa mites. But why do I want to give an environment to thrive? See, this is just so baffling to me. We don't want to acknowledge those issues, but we're going to put on Midaway and Kumafosphorus. We're going to put on. We all better be careful. Traditional pesticide cream. Is that really addressing the problem? I don't think so. How about moisture? Let's make it harder for the mites rather than easier for the mites. Want to be easier for the mites? Another napkin. Oh, I'm not trying to upset anybody. I'm contrary. I think way out of the box. I don't like traditional beekeeping. So many problems. If you will slow down and learn from us, just learn. Just open your brain, open your heart, watch a bunch of our videos, and learn. Maybe some of this stuff you do. Okay, cool. Maybe some of it you've never heard of before. Okay, cool. Whatever. Oh, get out there. Learn. And then maybe you learn strategy and try it on one of your colonies. Oh, but wait a minute. Be honest with yourself. Give it a month or two. And then look at the condition of the bees. Be honest with yourself. Do that a couple of times. And then you're going to come to the realization, geez, This works. No kidding. You know, sometimes people have to be offended into change. Oh, sorry. I know how people work, man. I'm not trying to offend. I'm trying to do that. Get rid of some of this grass. Gonna get some airflow down there, right? I'm talking about airflow, beekeeper. You need to clean your grass. Yeah, I know. I know that. That hole's got to be taped over. Hold on. You know what my challenge is? Oh, look at him coming through the hole with pollen. Timeline. I love the work, as challenging as it is, but darn it, so many things pull on us in life. Helping elder parents, legitimate errands, doctor's appointments, etc., etc., etc. Sick kids, school, functions. Taking that away from them. You know, it's just life. Get better air going through. So what happens if I run the ventilators like they are? What happens to the bees? Well, those big girls are going to go, hey, wait a minute. I don't need to be in here fanning. They would. I would rather have them out in the field working, right? Wouldn't you? Bringing in more nectar and pollen. Wouldn't you? I never wanted 100 hives. I wanted more honey per colony. Way back when I started. 2005 I started. 2006 to 2010. I take pictures and put in a photo album to go show my peers at the bee club. Hey, look at what we're doing. It's changing things. You would think people would go, hey, that's pretty cool. Ooh, man, I was summarily attacked. You can't do that. That's not traditional. What? What? Okay. Hang tough. Just laugh. What? Watch this guy pull ragweed. Keeps me from getting angry. The stupidity that humans show is unbelievable. I think you'd agree with that. We're all trying hard. I know that. Some of this is common sense. A lot of it. Okay. Oh boy. That's enough for me. I had to calm down. Open the hives, open the hives, open the hives, open the hive, open the top, open the bottom, open the top, open the bottom. My standard comment to a lot of the people I teach, copy me. Copy me. In my class, you get an A for copying the teacher. And then ask why. See? Like that. More open, better. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna. Now, don't let me forget I have to harvest that pollen. I haven't done that yet, have I? Clearing some ragweed. Oh, battery powered weed eater, not motorized. They freak out for some reason. They exhaust or whatever. Keep it separated. Boy, that's not good. Oh, I'm getting frustrated. Airflow, 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 airflow. Airflow is king. Airflow, airflow. Airflow, airflow. Hey, watch this. Scientific empirical evidence. Okay, coming at you. Don't be getting testy and bored here. Just hang tough. The bees are like, going, man. You go, man. Get that cleaned out of our way. Scientific empirical evidence. If you have been a beekeeper any length of time, you will notice when you look in a nuke, particularly that has no screen in the bottom, no screen in the back, not always, but sometimes, the brood pattern will be a tilted forward football pattern. The back third will be mostly honey. Is that normal? No. It's not efficient either. So we want the queen to lay efficiently. That's not efficient. So the brood pattern is tilted forward like a football shape. How many times beekeepers mess with nukes and never ever notice that? I did for several years. Like, what the heck? And then it dawned on me, oh my God, the queen doesn't like this stale air back here. She's not laying. She wants fresh air. Oh, pretty good pollen. She wants fresh air. I was like, oh my gosh. So the queens are sensitive to fresh air. You can't deny that. Okay, proof? You want proof? Put on a ventilator. Put them in a 10-frame box. Pollen. No, I just need to get this done. And come back in a month and a half. Look at the brood patterns then. Compare, contrast, be honest. Compare, contrast, be honest. Compare, contrast, be honest. And people, I just don't understand. Because traditional beekeeping is fraught with turmoil. We're looking for a chemical pesticide answer rather than an answer of physics or science or what I know what I use. Scientific empirical evidence. It's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. Pay attention to the pattern the queens lay. Pay attention. Pay attention. They're talking to you. But as beekeepers, we have such a low BIQ. Oh, God, here people get pissed again. Oop, I'll keep it G-rated. Once we made this connection between the queens are sensitive to airflow and the ventilators with a screened top and a screen bottom board, those queens went boom. Sometimes, not always, sometimes they'll lay from 1 to 10. What? Oh, you new people. Hang tough, man. You got to hear this repetition over and over and over. A normal setup brood frame is frame 1 and 10 is all honey. Frame 2 and 9 is a mixture of pollen and honey. Frame 3 to 8 is your actual brood frames. That's normal. That's the benchmark. But when we make a change by airflow, we change what goes on inside. We can't herd cats, but we can manipulate their environment and get a different result, a better result. If it's a good healthy queen, she may want to expand her brood nest. Queens love fresh air. It's a principle. It's not open for debate. It's a principle. And we don't focus enough on bee principles. No matter what, a lot of bee principles. We don't. It's what bee principles are what bees do. And they didn't ask you what bees do. And they didn't ask you. Did I clean this one? I think I did. Yes, I did. Nice. All the fans are running. Nice. See if I can hear it. Hear that? My microphone's right here. Yeah. Sun goes behind the clouds. Oh, man. Boy, I tell you. More coming at you. More coming at you. Simple chores today, but I'm going to throw a lot of golden nuggets at you. Oh, here comes another one. We get so, as a beekeeping community, we are like OCD counting mites. Count mites. Now, oh boy, I'm gonna hit a firestorm here. I don't do powdered sugar shakes, alcohol wash shakes, window shield wash shakes. Let's kill some bees to count mites. Oh no. Good God. Here we go. If you have a dog or a cat, do they get fleas? Do they get fleas? Do you take that dog or cat, put them in alcohol wash and shake it up, and dislodge those mites, fleas? The cat's dead, but it's whatever. Well, now let's count our fleas. See what kind of fleas we got. Seriously, really? Do you count fleas on your dog's tummy? Oh my gosh, they got fleas. We need to treat them. Think it through. Neighbor, Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson is out. Oh, that's interesting. Do you count fleas on your dog? Watch. When my dog starts scratching a whole lot, ooh, it's time to address the fleas. See a few fleas on her tummy. Okay, fair enough. Do I go OCD about it? No. Indications of. Watch. So if I'm not doing sugar roll shake or window shield wash shake or alcohol wash or that, then how do I know? I just told you, just taught you. Do a greased mite tray count. That's a simple count. Simple. That's as simple as you can get. So now watch this. The greased mite tray, sorry, that's equivalent to a dog scratching. Are you going to have mites? Yes. My question is, how bad is it? Oh, look, I need to pull some of that. Excuse me. How bad is it? Well, doing the mite tray count and doing an average, 3 days, do the full count to the end of the third day, divide by 3. If it's over 10 per day, yeah, it's time to get serious. If it's like 50 or 100 per day, oh, we got a real serious problem. Okay, I want you to see something. Let's see if I can do this. Now watch this. Here comes a little golden nugget. It's going to bounce off your Teflon brain. I don't know if you can see it. Dang it. See how I have removed the grass from the front, just a foot or so? That's enough to turn them on. What does that mean? Get them excited? Hey, look. I mean, what if you were a bee? You're bumping into ragweed. It's like hitting a tree. Boom. Ooh, they're moving now. Yeah, some weed eater action. I think I'd have my wife come out with me and smoke them before I tear into that. See, I'm going slow on the lesson on purpose to slow you down and make you think. What did he say last? A greased mite tray count is equivalent to a dog scratching. You're making this too hard. See, that's the industry. We don't want this to be simple. We want them to buy our products. You gotta buy this strip and this stuff here. You gotta buy this stuff. Oh Lord. Okay, see this mess? Now watch, hang tough with me. Shifting again. Now we're coming back to the mite issue, making you think. Get a good look at what you're looking at. Here we go. See that mess I was working on? Watch this. These bees are all confused. Look at them. They're like, oh, we don't know where to go in. How about that? Isn't that sweet? I think that's sweet. Boy. Ooh. Ooh. Just get rid of that towel stuff. This is a stall mat. What is it? 4x6 stall mat. Need a weed eater around it. And yeah. Oh no, we've already brought that much pollen in. Oh, I'll bring you around and show you. I like the stall mats, but they're heavy. I need to get about 4 or 5 more. They're heavy. I mow right over them until they sink down the ground. And I'll take the weed eater and weed it around and take a blower, blow the clippings out. Back to mites. God dang. All right, here we go. Hang tough. Did you know, this is about mites, that each quarter of the year, there's 4 quarters in a year, each quarter has specific bee chores to be done. Did you know that? Oh, I'm getting escorted. I'm going to escort you right out of the apiary, buddy. Oops. Each quarter of the year has specific bee chores. January, February, March. Working on boxes and frames, catch box buildup, getting your equipment ready. January, February, March. April, May, June. Oh, swarm season. Okay, I'm gonna take a walk. I got a girl who's really mad at me. I want to make her think, yeah, I chased him out of the area. I got him out of here. I did it. January, February, March. April, May, June. Swarm season. Swarms. Honey boxes. Big honey coming on. Okay, she wants me to go further. Okay. April, May, June. End of June sees our first honey harvest getting ready. Then comes July, August, and September. July, August, and September are pesticide months. This is when you have explosions of pest problems. Mark it down. Write it on, brand it on your arm, whatever. July, August, September. So now, as you follow us, you're going to see mite strategies, mite treatment strategies applied, mite tests done. Da 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 da. Pest. Beetles are easy to handle. Wintergreen grease will run beetles out. They can't tolerate the wintergreen vapor. Oh, here comes some golden nuggets. Get your basket up. Better write it down. Beetles can't tolerate wintergreen vapor. If they stay, they die. I just soon have them fly away, far, far away. If they stay, they die. Watch. Beetles play high. High, up in the hive, high. Let's go back to our big tall hive. Great lessons coming. Beetles play high. Wintergreen grease gets applied to the brood nest in the back rabbit. In the late fall, we'll double up and put on front and back rabbit. Beetles play high. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So beetles like to be up here because the core of the nest is down here and they don't want to be harassed. So the beetles will play high. Where are the mites? They'd be on the bees, but this is where the brood is. There's the queen excluder. This is where the brood is. They'll be focused on the brood. All the mites that you see when you pull out a grease tray, the oval brownish red mite, those are females. You're not going to see male mites. They're white and smaller, and they stay in the bottom of the cells. They stay in the bottom of the cells. So a couple of times a year, this cluster of bees is, the girls like to be, need to break that apart. Bust them in the butt. Break them apart. One simple strategy is very common among beekeepers is a couple of tablespoons of powdered sugar on top of the brood nest. But don't sit there and go, oh, look at all the white bees. They'll swell because they're coming apart. That's what we want them to do, to come apart. And now you can't get your honey box back on. You have to think. As soon as I put that couple of tablespoons of powdered sugar, I just have a butter tub, powdered sugar. Just grab. You're making this too hard. Blump, bloop, blump, bloop. The box back on. And they'll come out the front a lot. That's fine. We want them to groom. Groom, girls. You go to it. Even better strategy, I just taught my daughter this the other day. When we do this, we're going to put on wintergreen grease first. Wintergreen grease. As many frames of bees wide and about 2-inch band inside. And then deliver the powdered sugar and then put it on. Boom. Close it back up. What's that do? Think. The powdered sugar promotes grooming. That helps relieve the bees of a lot of mites that are just residual. But what about the mites that are in the cells that are getting ready to hatch out with the new bees? They're going to hit that wintergreen vapor. Mites can't tolerate the wintergreen vapor. Okay, now some of you aren't going to believe me. Hang on. Do any of you have an oil diffuser at home? An essential oil diffuser? It's a little unit. You warm it up. Maybe put a little bit of essential oil, a little bit of water. It heats up and see steam or vapor coming out. That's what we have here. Think. You have applied wintergreen grease with wintergreen oil, and you're closing it up, and now they're going to turn the heat on. They're going to gain their heat back. Bees create a lot of heat. It's the bees that turn this on. That's like plugging in the diffuser to the wall. The bees turn on the heat, which helps diffuse the oil. Oh, the mites can't tolerate that. Oh, do you have any scientific empirical evidence? Good God. I hear that a lot. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not. I've been doing this 20 years, man. People, you're making this too hard. Think. And that's what I do in my classes. Boy, we have some great classes. There's been a couple of times, for particularly essential oil class, two gentlemen stood up and started screaming and shouting at each other. Whoa. No, I had to shout them down. Sit down, shut that up. We're not doing that stuff. Passions, oh, passions abound. I know that. I just taught you a system. There's not a silver bullet to this. It's a combination of strategies. I have a screened bottom board, screened top, with air being drawn through, supplemented. Huge deal. Then we can, in July, August, and September, we can apply wintergreen grease here to the back, and then a couple of tablespoons of powdered sugar. Close it up. Oh man, those girls go crazy. They'll begin to clean out cells and clean themselves off. This isn't hard. This isn't complicated, man. Watch. And why isn't this that promoted aggressively? Because they can't make big money off of it. That's the key. They are not going to promote this kind of stuff because they can't come up with a product to make big money. So the way you're going to, oh man, here comes a shock cord. The way you're going to get good is to follow beekeepers like me that are smaller, more localized, but smarter. Not commercial. There's commercial beekeepers that run barrels of essential oils. Yeah, they're not stupid. It's cheap, it's effective, it's efficient. And then people ask about the efficacy, the efficiency, the efficacy rate, the efficiency. Good God, man. We just want the mite numbers down. Let the bees handle the rest. That's all we're doing. We're not trying to kill every mite. We got to kill every mite in there. No, we're just trying to get it down. I refuse to poison my bees. I am not putting on these traditional pesticide strips and I'm very successful at what we do. I don't need to do that. It's unneeded. Oh my God. Let's go. Let's shift gears. Let Kendall get off his. I probably won't get off my soapbox for a bit. Let's go pour up some pollen and chase some ants. How about that? Okay, hang tough. Passion, oh man. You should see me in class. After I've had about 3 donuts and some coffee, oh my. Sorry, man. We're going up to the house. I think I've done my thing down here. Let's go up to the house. I like having my bees right here in the back where I can keep an eye on them. People would never steal colonies. They would never steal bees. Who would do that? You have horse rustlers. Cattle rustling is picking up. I hear a lot of ranchers are going back to the traditional cowboy days, hiring hands to ride fence. Full-time presence, no doubt. Food's getting expensive. Okay, here we go. Burn them. Oh my God. You said this is simple chore. Old beekeeper getting wound up. I don't think I need any more coffee. I am very, very thankful to learning from Ray Crocker. Here's my story if you hadn't heard my story. I think it's a good testimony. Started in 05, 06. I ran across an article in Bee Culture magazine, 2006, July, I think, titled Essential Oils. Read it twice. Still didn't get it. Unveiling. Then, oh, come on now. There it is. Then called him. Had to call him Mr. Crocker. I had to ask, questions. And the first time when he answered the phone, I introduced myself, and he hung up on me. Like, whoa, I don't like that. So I called him right back and explained I was a new beekeeper, and I just had some questions about an article he had written. He said, "Oh, young man, I get sales call all the time. I hate salesmen. I'll hang right up on them." He said, "You don't understand. I'm kind of popular on the East Coast. I write lots of articles." And I said, "Okay." He said, "If you ever want to talk to me about bees," can you see this? See this? "You want to talk to me about bees, you have to say bees, bees, bees." Serious. So the next 8 years, that's how we developed a relationship. I would call in. I go, "Bees, bees, bees." We both laughed. It was effective. It worked. And he schooled me. Now, who is Ray Crocker? He's since passed. Still old age. 60-year beekeeper. 60 plus years in beekeeping. Watch. This has got to do with mites. And I asked him, I said, "Mr. Crocker, do you go?" He's out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. I said, "Do you go to the Spartanburg Bee Club?" He said, "Oh, yes, yes, young man, yeah." I said, "Whoa, man. Do you get to teach them and share?" He laughed. He said, "I'm an old man. I sit in the back and sleep." I said, "What?" What? Excuse me just a minute, man. You have a 60-year beekeeper in your presence, and he attends the bee club meetings and sits in the back and sleeps. Now, I'm not criticizing him. I'm wondering if I knew that I had a 60-year beekeeper in my presence, I'd be draining that man or woman's brain. Wouldn't you? Oh, no, watch. What's happening to our industry? Oh, we are stuck. We are addicted to tradition. We're not interested in finding these seasoned, experienced beekeepers. Call them sourdoughs. The sourdoughs. We don't want to do that. We might learn something really important. We don't do that. We want to promote this next chemical. Oh my God. Look at the ants, if you can see. Got a bazillion ants. Huh. So I took advantage of the relationship, and it was a great time. And he would call in the summertime, and it's like, "Shh, kids, hey, my kids were smaller. Be quiet. Mr. Crocker is calling in." Boy, he would follow up and hold me accountable. He would check on me like a grandfather checking on a youngin'. "Are you doing what I taught you?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "How's it working?" There's a beetle. Ooh, beetle larva. Ooh, they're tough. I said, "Exactly like you said it would." Awesome. He said, your bees are still alive?" I said, "Yes, sir." "That's awesome." He said, "Good man. Keep going." I said, "Okay." And that relationship went on for, I don't know, 8 years, something like that. I asked him, I said, "Mr. Crocker, would you ever come out here to Oklahoma and teach?" Oh, he laughed. He said, "Young man, I am not going to go west of the Mississippi. I'm up here in the beautiful South Carolina mountains. I'm not leaving my home. You can teach those people west of the Mississippi." Great. No pressure. Great. So we took it on. If you, and here's a brash, bold statement. If you have heard any kind of about any kind of wintergreen oil treatment, da da da, oh, it probably started here. Oh, that's pretty bold. Say, well, no, wait a minute. I've been doing this since 2006. Facebook recipes, videos. People pick that up. So whatever. Maybe not a lot. I mean, man. Oh, here's one. Here's one. How about the Fat Bee Man, Don Kuchenmeister? Awesome guy, Lula, Georgia. That guy's awesome. I did talk to him one time. Called and said, Don, when did you start essential oils of the bees? He laughed. He said, oh, that was back in 1992 when I was commercial keeping. We'd make up 55-gallon drums of essential oils and then deliver it to the colonies. Just laugh. Gee, you think maybe a commercial keeper knows something? Okay, here's another. Oh, I've got him, boy. Here's another one. In Ray Crocker's teaching me, he said to me and my buddies were testing hives, and we were trying to find out the right ratio of wintergreen oil to canola oil because they use canola oil to cut the wintergreen oil to a certain level. The oils are cut; they're never delivered full strength. That would kill the colony. They're cut, diluted, cut, and we pulled mite trays one day, and man, we dropped mites and beetles like crazy. So we put cellophane paper over them, sticky paper, whole stack of trays, and then we got in the truck and drove from South Carolina to Georgia and Florida where they're having terrible problems. And we knew the state inspectors personally, and they went and presented all their trays to the state inspector. Look at what we're doing. No kidding. Listen to the reply. And the state inspector, he said, Ray, I know it works. I have no doubt it's good. But Ray, we're not changing. We can't change, Ray. Getting the idea? It's all about money. It's all about money. It's all about money. It's sad. They pay us too much, Ray. We can't come off of that. They could if they really wanted to. Sad. So if you're going to be a good beekeeper, well, here's another bold statement. Boy, I'm not going to like this one either. Some of the bee clubs are good. Some of them are not. You may have to decide, you know what, I just need to insulate myself and distance myself from my bee club. I know friends and family there and coffee, and oh, it's a great time. Oh, when I started, it was great. It was in Tulsa. 40 people a month would show up. It was coffee and cookies and a lesson. It was really intimate and good. And then colony collapse disorder hit in 2006, and we exploded. The Tulsa Club exploded from 40 people to like 250 a month in just a year or two. Oh, that was nuts. And then we went from coffee and cookies, simple, to 3 or 4 tables of potluck dinner, pizza, casserole, crock pots, 2 tables over here of coffee, cake, fudge brownies. It was insane, man. And the annual dues for a family was only $20. Now, wait a minute. I'm sure that everybody there was there for bees, right? How come all these families have a bunch of kids here? They're feasting, man. For $20 a year, they come in once a month and feed their family and gorge themselves. Yeah. I'm not trying. I'm not trying to upset people. Those facts are stubborn things. That truth is a harsh mistress. Yeah. Now there are some bee clubs where the leadership is really sharp. I understand Texas has one of those clubs. Great, man. Maybe some of these other bee clubs need to go take some time, go to Texas and watch them in action. Talk to some of the leadership. Again, look, I'm not trying to offend people. I'm all about education, but it better be good. It better be smart. Our club in Tulsa, they never wanted to do breakout classes. Everybody came together in one hall for a couple of hours. Like, do your general business, and then break apart. Have some of these senior beekeepers grab a room, a side room, and teach a topic for 45 minutes. That would be brilliantly smart. No, we didn't want to do that. God dang. Boy, have I upset you yet? If you're still here, I'm impressed. Here's another one. I present this dilemma in all of my classes. Not to offend, just to put the light on it. We all suffer from a low BIQ. Well, that's enough to piss people off. Sorry. So we teach and promote acoustic beekeeping strategies with the APVOX Smart Monitor. Very cool. There's whole lessons we've got on that. So what did he say? LittleCreekBeeRanch.com. Scroll down to the acoustic beekeeping page and start learning. And the sister page to that one is Making the Connection. Acoustic beekeeping and Making the Connection. Read the pages over and over and over until you get it. We even have Zoom classes. Now I'm finding small hive beetle larvae in here. I don't know which hive that came from. It's all right. It's pest time. And so I had a senior beekeeper from Australia throw down on me online. I don't get wound up. People say they get all bullied. They get bullied up online. Nobody can do anything to me. Throwing down on me like, you can't teach me anything about beekeeping.